we're into event planning, and it's majority based around inflatables.
We black biz, we want to use nothing but black people to do stuff.
Like you said, they get more mad when it's a black business.
She belongs on a magazine. She the star every movie scene.
What's up, y'all, man? It's the first episode of Real Talk. You dig? Hey now, say now. And we got our first guest. Y'all know I ain't really introducing people, so I'm gonna let him introduce himself to y'all.
All right, my name J'Len Smith. You can find me on IG _Len J. Pretty simple, I think. But yeah, and we here.
We heard this the first Real Talk, man. I'm with real people talking about real shit. If y'all don't know, bro, J'Len one of my friends. So like, when I originally told y'all in the beginning, like me and my friends always had like real deep conversations. Me and J'Len always have a long ass conversation about something a majority pertaining to business. We don't never really talk about like the girls and all that like that. We really be talking about getting to the money. True or false?
Nah, that's for sure true, bro. Every time it's always some of substance for real. Cause I mean we gotta get to it, bro.
So y'all don't know, we in his warehouse actually right now, cause his family has a inflatable company. You want to tell them about that or?
Yeah, I'll talk a little bit about it. So we're into event planning, and it's majority based around inflatables, games, carnival themes like that. But it can be, you know what I'm saying, we done did topping ceremonies for construction companies. We've done weddings. We've done all kinds of events. So we all about event planning. No matter how big or small it is, that's what we do. Bluff City parties and events.
Black on, 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 black on. And one thing I always applaud them for anytime I really do something with them, they always try to keep it black on, whether whatever we eat or we going somewhere, y'all talking to somebody, they always try to keep the money in the community, which you know a lot of black people complain about.
Nah, that's for real. I think that's real important. When you can. Now I'm not gonna say because I know y'all had on the y'all had a couple conversations about different black businesses, but when we can, when it makes sense, when it's good service, when it's possible, we try to keep it in the community and just get as many people involved as we can. Especially with the events, we try to get black photographers, black any DJs, anything we can do, we gonna try to do it.
I'll try to keep it black. Bruh, do you ever think like this the crazy part now, this is where I'm being me. Do you ever think like that it's weird that we the only people that ever try to do that? Like we the only people that verbalize it. Even though like white people and other races do it. Is it crazy that we the only people that really say that though? Like we the other people be like, bro, we black biz, we want to use nothing but black people to do stuff. Like you don't never hear like white people or Hispanics or anybody else say that. Have you ever thought about that?
I mean, one thing on one side, bro, you can say that, but you don't necessarily know what conversations are or are not being had, you know what I'm saying, in them rooms with them. But two, I think when you first doing something, like I feel like of recent it's been more, you know what I'm saying, black businesses starting, more black businesses, building quality brands, quality businesses. I think that when something first starts, it has to be verbalized. Like, let me think of an example. When you first start getting in a car, you got to tell the kids to put on the seatbelts, right?
Right.
You're going to tell them every time until it get in their mental to go ahead and do. And I feel like until it's a thing like it is with other, ethnic groups, I think that you have to verbalize that. And you have to, just make that be known.
Yeah, I feel like yeah and no, but sometimes I feel like we beat it, like we beat that door down, like we beat that to death, and then complain about it. If that makes sense, like we'll holler like we need black business, we need support, we'll do this, and then the second that you get like some bad service, it ain't as good as you thought it was gonna be, you bash it.
I mean, I think you're talking about two different people. I feel like the people, and it's just for me. I'm the type of person. If I have bad service, I'm gonna talk to somebody that's there in the establishment or with the business, or you know what I'm saying. I'm gonna do it like that. I'm not gonna go out on social media bash them. You know, I'm not. That's not me. I guess it might be because I'm a, you know what I'm saying, a black. I'm a part of a black owned business, and I understand that sometimes, you know what I'm saying, you might come up short. It been events that we might have been 5 minutes late to. I have to make sure I let it be known. We understand, you know what I'm saying. You know what I'm saying. We were late. We did this wrong. Make up for it, and then from there on, you know what I'm saying, we can still conduct business. I think the problem with, I guess, a lot of black people is they go straight to, you know what I'm saying, they go straight to social media. I don't know why that's a thing, but they go straight to social media, or they go straight to other people instead of saying, sitting down with the business or the person that is in charge at the business and saying, hey, I experienced this at, you know what I'm saying, your restaurant or your establishment. This is something you can do to, you know what I'm saying, better that.
You think it's because they ain't gonna listen?
I mean, it could be. It could. I can't tell you. I can say every time that I have spoken to somebody about something going on with their business or about something with the service, they were responsible to it, and they, you know, they made things right, just like I would do on my side. I can't speak for situations I haven't been in, but every time that I've had a, you know what I'm saying, maybe a bad experience with a business, and I talked to them, they made it right. Um, that's just out of my experience.
I just be feeling like sometimes. I know this is messed. I be feeling like sometimes black people just ain't cultured enough. Like outside of like black people shit. Like
Say that one more time.
like I feel like black people not cultured enough, bro. Like
Culture?
yeah.
Oh, okay.
Because I feel like if you go through something and you understand like what's going on, like if you keep in the grand scheme of that, sometimes service is gonna be bad. You know what I'm saying? Like you can't complain or be more upset because it's black. That's how I be feeling, bro.
No. I definitely agree, bro, because it's so many instances. I just think all I think about is like Walmart or McDonald's.
Right.
They mess up. I don't even eat fast food, but if you was to go into McDonald's right now, you order a burger. No matter what burger you get, when you get it, it's gonna be flat for sure. They're gonna be in a smushed your burger. The fries, the fries probably gonna be cold. If they not cold, they gonna be too salty. If they not too salty, they ain't got no salt on them. And I guarantee you, within a week, you gonna be back at that McDonald's. And you ain't even spoke to nobody. You ain't even said nothing about it. You just went on about your day. But when it comes to black business, a lot of people, like I said, they like the bads. They like you said, they get more mad when it's a black business. And then you got to think, bro. This is why I tell people all the time. These businesses that y'all go to, they've been established for hundreds of years, or at least multiple decades. A lot of these black businesses not even a decade old.
Nah.
A lot of them not even a decade old. So you expecting them to be above these businesses that been around for 50 years, 60 years?
Yeah, these businesses that will never go out of business. Like McDonald's is never gonna go out of business. Like never gonna go out of business. And if you stop supporting that black place, it probably goes out of business in 2 years.
Literally.
The day that I stopped, like I ain't ate McDonald's in what, 5 years, 6 years? Cause the day I stopped eating McDonald's did not lose any service.
They didn't lose no service.
Them folks didn't lose nobody lost a job. Nobody lost they lost nothing at all. The day I stopped supporting the wing spot down the street from my house, that's a big hit. That's a big hit for them. That $100, $300 that they get from me a year, that's a lot.
And that's what most people don't understand, bro. Like, it's like a whole different game. Like, like I said, it's apples and oranges. You talking to a business that might have been open 2 to 3 years, and even I think that you still can be considered a startup at what 3 years. I want to say. So 3 years into it, you still consider a startup. So you expecting a startup business to be over the big corporations. That's like if you think I hope people listen to this and think about that for real. Like think about what you're doing, think about what you're saying. Does that even make sense?
It's like one of my friends, he told me. And then this is like a mindset between like entrepreneuring and like somebody that's just like, I guess say living life. Cause I think it's a different, it's a definitely a different mindset when you're an entrepreneur and when you just like a person that's just like, I ain't gonna say regular, but you just working, surviving, and living. But when you an entrepreneur, you kind of like eat, breathe, smell this shit. Like that's all you think of. Like you can't go out without thinking like, damn, what's the margins on this? Or like, what's somebody making on this? Or like, I could do this better. Or that's what you do when you an entrepreneur, bro. Like when you go out, you think about shit like that. And I think the biggest shift in the mentalities for me, and this is why I don't really get the people that complain, but I understand. But one of my friends was like, man, when the PPP loan came out, bro, I should have went and got a PPP loan and got it for $10,000. I look at him, I'm like, yo, bro, $10,000 ain't no money, gang. Like that.
Yeah, I mean, you around different types of people and different businesses, so you understand it. But the like you said, if you're not in that world, you won't understand like what real money is for real. Cause that's really depending on what business you talking about. Like,
And that's what be pissing me off, bro, when I see on TikTok, bro. And them folks be like, bro, you can go get a loan, 10,000, start a business, do this, do that. I'm like, bro, it's not that easy, fool. It's not that like you getting $20,000 from a loan and then quote unquote getting a business that's gonna run itself. Boy, you are stupid.
not stupid, They ignorant, bro. In the
Ignorant.
real sense,
Ignorant, yes, you are. You don't
you
know
really
no better.
are ignorant. You just don't know.
You don't know. Because it's no business that's going to run itself. It all. But it was like me having a conversation with somebody the other day, and they was telling me that, you can have passive income. And I'm like, there's no such thing as passive income, fool. Like, you can't. It's impossible.
I don't know, bro. I disagree on this. It depends on. I feel like with products, if you get into selling products and you have your system down for, your marketing, how you gonna make the product, I think you can move to a more passive state of income. But if you providing a service, that's gonna be nearly impossible. If you providing a service,
What, for it to be passive?
yeah.
Yeah, my thing is maybe it's passive, but I think you got to put a lot of time into it for you to make money with it without you being there, which is the goal. Don't get me wrong, but I still don't think it's passive because you put a lot of time into something for you to even get those residuals, for you to even get those the damn. I can't even think of the word. For you to reap those dividends, you had to put that time in.
Nah, that's for sure. I agree. It's definitely a lot of work you would have to put in to get there. But like I said, if you can, and that's where we actually move into creating some kind of product that because the service is only like I said, it's only so much passive you can do with the service. Like
You're gonna have to be there.
you're gonna have to be there. At the end of the day, you're gonna have to do some kind of checks and balances to make sure that service is going right. Because every event is different. Every event is gonna be different. So it's only so much that you can do to set that up to be passive. But if you get you a product You can sell a product, learn how to market it, and learn how to produce that product and get it out. Then you can move into that passive space.
It's like one of the biggest commodities I tell people is content. And if you tell somebody that don't really get the concept of content, they're gonna look at you like, huh? But like content lasts forever. Videos give you royalties. So like if you ever wanna invest in some form of stock, invest in yourself and make your own content. Now, if you're not good at it and it's not interesting, okay, that means you don't need to do it. But like if you good at making content or you good at creating stuff, why not? What more stock can you put in? You spend you $800 on a camera and buy you some lights. Why not? At least that's how I be thinking, bro. Which, like I said, like if I'm investing in anybody, I'm gonna invest time, anything. I always feel like I should invest it in myself. Like I don't feel like putting my money on somebody else is the best bet, and that's what I be stuck on all the time. That's what I be fighting with.
Nah, that's for sure. I really feel the same way, bro. Like it's plenty of people out there betting on what's the junk called?
Crypto.
FanDuel. Even crypto. Even crypto. Like it's all a gamble, bro. And if you can use all that money and just invest in yourself, it's no way you gon' you know what I'm saying? There's no way you gonna lose. You predict something wrong with the gambling, now you lost your money. Anything you invest in yourself, anything you truly invest on yourself, it ain't nothing for your benefit. So you gonna win in the end regardless.
Because it's gonna push you in a direction where you need to be.
Exactly.
It's gonna push you in a direction where you need to be. I feel like that. I don't know about how other people feel, but I do feel like that. The more you do that, the more you push yourself in the direction of where you need to go. Because I don't feel like nobody ever does nothing like with no type of reward. Now, it might not be the reward that you want. It's not gonna be the reward that you want, but it's rare that you ever do something that you don't get something out of it. But so look, before we started this, I asked J'Len to give me a song because if y'all don't know, I'm a real like music head. But lately, I ain't really been listening to music like that because I be too busy. So I asked him to give me a song to listen to so we can just like have a little segment, breaking down why is this his favorite song right now. And it threw me off because it was a Lil Russell song.
I knew it would, bro. I knew it was gonna throw you off.
and it's because Lil Russell a little different. So of course, like, all right. So what song was it again? I can't think of the name of it right now.
It's every place is last place. And I'm gonna be honest though, like I really ain't been in a place really just listening to music either, cause I've been like, you know what I'm saying? I've been producing. I've been trying to, you know what I'm saying, get stuff done. And the reason that I end up choosing him, I ain't gonna say like this my favorite song of all time, but like right now, like in the season I'm in right now, like that joint get me, you know what I'm saying, get me going.
Every place is last place is crazy, fool. Like not even just like for breaking it down, fool. Let me tell y'all what I seen when I first opened it. So I open it, I see it's every place is last place. And it say something Hokage at the end. Whatever it is. Side Hokage feature whoever Hokage. Yeah. If y'all don't know what the Hokage is, that's from Naruto. And then every place is last place, and thinking about Naruto was crazy for me. Like it really gave me like a flashback. Cause like for me, Naruto make me remind me of myself because I remember when I was in this place where I used to grind just to prove everybody wrong. So every place is last place. That really hit me, and I think he said something in there. I'm trapped in the game, or he said I'm trapped in the jungle, like I'm playing Jumanji. And that is like, bruh, That meant a lot to me, bro. Like, cause I don't think a lot of people might not know what Jumanji is, but like, if you know what Jumanji is, you know that's the game that comes into reality. So if you trapped in the game that turns into reality, I mean, you stuck. Cause the only way Jumanji is ever over is if somebody wins.
Hey, you just went deeper than I thought you was gonna go into that, bro.
Where you thought I was gonna go with it, Hood?
I don't know, bro, but that's like, I'm just glad that you was able. I mean, I feel like anybody that's in that mode, like, if you listen to really any La Rosa song, like, it get that deep because he literally doing what we doing. He's just doing it, putting it into his music.
Nah, for real. That just had me like, oh, okay, because that's the only song I've been playing for the last, since last night. I ain't listening to no other song. Every place is last place. I feel it.
Hey, you got to.
Because if you ain't first, you last. And y'all know who said that. Ricky and Bobby, you did. Hey now. But nah, yeah, that was crazy, bro. Did it not mean, what did it mean to you though? Like, besides this, it was, because you said it, that was like the only stuff you listening to right now. So like, it didn't even come off that deep, did it?
I mean, I ain't gonna lie, bro. To be real with you, I really have to look at it. It's like little lines. Like if I listen to it, like when I'm listening to it, it hit. I be like, dang. That's really what I'm doing right now, type shit.
I thought the title was deep.
Nah, for sure. And I think like,
put the mic a little closer.
And I think like you really have to have that approach. But for me, like most people might think like, dang, like if I ain't number one, then I must not be good enough or something like that. But really, for me, bro, like I'm in my own lane, so.
But every place is last place. It's crazy because that means that even first place is last place. And how I explained it earlier was that first place is last place because that means you finished the race and now you back in the beginning starting another race. So you're not in first place anymore because you want a different goal, you want a different objective, you want a different mission. So every place being last place is really deep. But what, did you have something else you want to say?
Nah, I mean, I just agree with that, bro, because, like, that's just life in general.
Right.
Like, after you set a goal, you meet that goal, and you done, now it's like, dang, what's next?
Yeah, you got to grind back to the top.
You got to keep going. You definitely got to keep going because, I mean, if you stay at that point, bro, eventually you're going to lose. If you get first place and you stay at that time, that's just a race, for example. If you win first place 1 year and you stay at that time, eventually it's gonna be somebody else that's doing the same thing or getting that same time that you was doing, and you gonna lose.
Nah, that's facts. And another question I asked you was, I said like I really wanted him to be able to think about this in depth, and it was, are you top 5 or remaining 5? And what was your answer, bro?
My answer, and it still remains. It still remains top 5, bro.
Yeah. So you want to be top 5, and why? Because he gets it more because we had a conversation. Well, I ain't gonna say he gets it more, but I think we bounced more ideas. So now we both have like a different understanding of how we took it. But why are you top 5?
I said top 5 because, like, coming from a sports background, like, you always want to be number one. You always want to be the greatest, you know what I'm saying, at what you're doing. And we talked about it earlier. We had talked about it like from a standpoint of, you know what I'm saying, Michael Jordan doing what he did for that period, and then LeBron James, but being great over a period of time.
A longer period of time.
A way longer period of time. But I think that either way, you know what I'm saying, no matter how you answer the question, like it depends on what you're looking for. Like for me, because we was talking about like, you can be top 5, but it might just be for the moment.
Right.
But I think cause like I said, for me, it's like just want to be the greatest. Want to be the greatest. That's gonna put you, you know what I'm saying, on a certain level. And once you get to that level, for me, I want to be able to impact people around me. And if I can say that I'm top five for right now, and then for the next 5 years, everybody that's top five is people that was inspired by me. What's the difference? I mean, for me, it ain't no difference because I still feel like I did it.
Your idols become your rivals, and you got an AI for your survival.
Bro, how we get there?
Nah, for sure. I mean, I ain't never think about that. I mean, because if you are top five and you impact the next top five, do you really die?
Exactly.
Do you really die? I mean, it's a good question, but I think I'm a remaining five type of guy. Like I think I'm more of a longevity. I'm more of a longevity. Like I think being in position and being the front runner is cool, but I always think about the CEOs and the other guys. I always think of like Jay-Z. Like Jay-Z, I personally don't think he's a top five rapper, but he will forever be there. He'll forever be there. Like I think Biggie and Tupac will forever be top five. Why? Because they weren't here. You don't know what they potential, what they could have panned out to be. So would you rather be top five, just be remembered for whatever you was good at, or would you rather last longer and be able to multiply what you're doing?
I feel like when you saying that, we almost saying the same thing.
Nah, it's different.
No, hear me out. You just said last longer and multiply, right?
Yeah.
If, like I said, my mindset is I can be the greatest of what I'm doing for a certain period of time, but after that, I'm not necessarily doing the thing or in the, like, for example, event planning. I'm not gonna be in event planning, but the top people that's in event planning, if they was inspired by me, then I might not have multiplied my events, but I multiplied my reach because they ain't doing nothing but what I showed them to do. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah, I mean, but like, yes and no. Because I guess you got to think about it like this. Michael Jordan inspired a lot of people, but like, Michael Jordan will never play with the people he inspired. LeBron James inspired a bunch of people and literally is playing with the people he inspired.
I see what you're saying.
He got a lot of running duck mans out there right now. Because LeBron used to run and dunk. So he got a lot of people who want to run and dunk now. You know what I'm saying? A lot of people, and this is actually crazy because I just talked about this on the podcast about Ja Morant. Like, LeBron always did the right thing. So LeBron set a standard for everybody to always do the right thing. So you got a star now, or when something else happens, like this ain't the old school NBA, like where all them was bad boys getting in trouble. You know what I'm saying? Being like that is not the standard. LeBron James and Steph Curry are two of the most cleanest people ever. When they 1 and 2, and then you got the young star covered up, you know what I'm saying, and Ja want to be right foot creep, why can't I eat it? You know what I'm saying? It becomes a problem.
Nah, that's for real. I ain't even think about it like that though, bro. That's for sure. Especially when you think about like I said, the influence versus influence them and being able to measure it against the person that's, you know what I'm saying, influence them. It's different from that standpoint. I see what you're saying.
Because you think about Kobe Bryant. Kobe Bryant breeded a bunch of people who wanted to be killers. Literally. LeBron built people who wanted to make the right play. Michael Jordan made people who wanted to score in volumes and nothing but volumes and score and score and score and score. your impact creates certain people. But that's all I'm saying, man. Y'all know what I'm saying. This real talk with your boy Jmac. Y'all know I'm always on point like a Sharpie. And you know I got my special guest. I'm gonna let him talk to y'all on his way out.
Yeah, J'Len Smith. Find me on IG at _Lynn J.
Hey, remember, man, this real talk where you talk about real shit with real people. I think I messed it up. Real talk with real people. We talk about real. Oh well, it's
Either
real
way.
talk, you know.
She belongs on a magazine. She the star every movie scene. She's not impressed by the things they wanna show off like some bling. Yeah, she the cover girl. Yeah, she not no other girl.